On the Other Hand presents Rise, where I, Jeremy Quintanilla, share the tips and strategies that I use as I rise to the top. In Know Your Role Part 1, we talked about building a mission statement. Know Your Role Part 2, we're going to be talking about natural roles that are found within that mission statement. So stay tuned. It was time for me to revamp my mission statement, because as people grow and learn, their mission statement can change. Their principles may not change so much, but what they're going to do with those principles may change. So I revamped my mission statement. So first I'm going to read my mission statement that I used to have, and then I'm going to read the mission statement that I have now, and I'm going to break down in that mission statement the roles that are naturally found in that mission. All right, so here's the first mission statement. My mission is to teach my wife, children, mom, family, coworkers, and all other humans I come in contact with that we can make this world a better place. I will make it a better place through being a loving father and husband, banking, financial education, public office, and having compassion towards all sentient beings. Now that we took a look at the first mission statement, let's take a look at the second mission statement. My mission is to teach my wife, children, mother, family, coworkers, and all other humans I come in contact with that we can make this world a better place. I will make it a better place through being a loving father, husband, banker, educator, and having compassion towards all sentient beings. I will share my mission with the world using videos and music through YouTube and other social media platforms. I will continuously improve myself to become an extraordinary, transformational, and caring leader. Now, there are some differences in these mission statements, and I have added in snippets of video and music making. I've also added leadership concepts that I would like to focus on that will help me become a better provider for my family, but also will help me create behaviors that can help me in all of my different roles. In the future, I will have videos that focus on mission statements. But for now, back to natural occurring roles. What you want to look for first are nouns. Let's take a look at the first set of nouns that I have. I have wife, children, mother, family, coworker, other humans, and sentient beings. When you have nouns that aren't you, like I can't be my own wife, then you need to find out how you relate to that noun. In the first set, I would be the husband to the wife, the father to the children, the son to the mother, a family member, such as a grandson, nephew, cousin, or uncle, to another family member. I would be a team member or coworker to the other coworkers, and then I would be a human to the other humans. Sentient beings I will talk about in another video, so let's just move past that. The first set of nouns are nouns that show up that aren't you. The second set of nouns are nouns that show up that you specifically put them in there because they are you, like I did with banker, educator, and leader. Now you want to look for abstract nouns. Abstract nouns are nouns that you can't touch, like ideas or emotions. And the abstract noun that shows up in my mission statement is compassion. You might also notice loving, extraordinary, transformational, and caring. Those are all adjectives, which we'll talk about a little bit later or in another video. You want to focus on ideas because you want to find out where they come from, which we're going to talk about in another video as well. The rule of thumb is that when you're focusing on roles, you don't want to focus on more than 5 of the roles that show up in your mission statement. You're going to need to determine which ones are the most important, and from that importance, you'll kind of figure out which ones you want to focus on. But based off of the importance of my roles, this is what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on being a family member, specifically a grandson and a son. Being a son and grandson are two roles that fit into being a family member. Now, my mother and her parents are very close and they spend a lot of time together. So focusing on goals around my grandparents as they come to the end of their lives will also focus on the goals that I have for building a stronger relationship with my mother. In this instance, it makes sense to add them together because my activities will kind of bleed into each other for both of those roles that I have in my life, of being a grandson and a son. Now, that won't be the case all the time. I know family is important to me because it is part of my mission, but specifically the importance of my family members is really my mother and my grandparents. So that's something that I'm going to focus on. Now, the next role that I'm choosing is husband, because it comes up twice. It comes up as it relates to me being a husband to my wife, and then I also want to be a loving husband. So my second role will be husband that I'm going to focus on. The third role is going to be team member / coworker. I'm picking this one because towards the end of my statement, I talk about the type of leader that I want to be, and this goes hand in hand with the kind of team member that I want to be. So if I focus on that team member role, a lot of those leadership attributes that I want to learn or make more apparent in my leadership style, that will come out as I focus on being a team member to other team members or a coworker to other coworkers. The next role, which is my fourth role, is going to be a banker. Being a banker is my main career, and I want to continue to work on being the best banker that I possibly could be. The fifth role that I want to focus on is going to be educator. Education is very important to me, especially helping people reach their full potential. Also, I believe that financial education is very important for people to be successful as adults. All right, let me recap those 5 roles. That's family member, husband, team member, banker, and educator. Those are my 5 natural roles that show up in my mission statement that I want to focus on. Now, you may have a lot of roles show up in your mission statement, but that's okay. I've been revising my mission statement for 10 years, and it's taken me about 10 years for only about 5 roles to show up in that mission statement. What you'll need to do is work through those roles and see how they fit together and how important they are when trying to create balance in your life. Now, I didn't use human, compassion, sentient beings, or the adjectives that I use to describe leader. I will talk about compassion, sentient beings, and the adjectives later in a different video. But the reason why I didn't use human is because it is a little vague for starters. And as I focus on the other roles, it will in turn affect my relationship with other humans. So that role is going to be enhanced anyway, focusing on the other roles. So what you want to start doing is organizing your roles. And then in Know Your Role Part 3, we're going to be talking about how to create role statements and what my role statements look like and what really constitutes a good role statement.